I was always good with numbers and kind of like to run businesses, so I was kind of looking for some kind of a profession that would give me kind of the ability to do both. So I kind of started taking finance and accounting classes in college, and kind of found out I really was drawn towards the cost accounting areas or manufacturing operations area, more than financial accounting, I guess. So I was always looking for something that would give me an opportunity to work with the numbers, but also kind of learn more about the business. I'm more of a learner, I guess, in my nature. So that kind of what drove me into kind of into the financial accounting area. I finished my degree, got a job working at Suntoco Plastics as the accounting supervisor. Learned a lot, had a lot of opportunities there to grow and develop. And then I decided to leave there and went to into a Tier 1 automotive supplier. I spent the next 10 years working for them in various capacities, from senior financial analyst all the way up to plant controller when I left. I learned a lot about how to businesses and cost accounting and the stuff you didn't learn in the textbook in college. And then after that I went into dental. I was looking for a change, so I was looking for a different kind of industry, something a lot different. And that was a lot different. I started working in the financial planning and analysis group there to give me some breadth of experience. A lot of my stuff had been heavy manufacturing, cost accounting driven, where I got a chance to do more of the marketing, sales, analysis work there, a different kind of perspective. You know, seeing where the numbers went after I put them through, I guess. I got a very good opportunity there and got to grow significantly as that business continued to grow. And through where I am today, and then kind of went back to operations in the same company, or the financial operations group in the same company. Given my heavy manufacturing background, that was very well liked, and I got a very good opportunity to come in here and be the financial manager for the operations group for North America. I think probably the biggest achievement I've had in my professional career, I went to take over, I got a promotion to be the plant controller in Spartanburg when I worked at Arvin Meritor. When I got there, we were in the process of going through a divestiture where they were selling us out. My plant had never been audited before, and we had some material weaknesses that came about of that as we got our first external audit. I got to go in front of the board of directors, or at least the audit committee of the board of directors, and say, here's what we did, here's what we're doing to fix it. I was able to get that disputed in about 9 months, so the next audit was clean. So a lot of work, a lot of activity. I think really kind of what helped get to that point to resolute that, or make that success happen, was going back and saying, hey, what's really the problems that we're seeing? We had a good shared services group that really took over some of the AR, accounts receivable, accounts payable issues, and helped us resolve those issues. So I think it's developing a team and identifying root causes to the problems and kind of working through the solutions in an effective manner. I'm a pretty avid golfer. I've got my handicap down to 1 or 2. A lot of, it's one of those things that you gotta love to do it too, right? It's that thing it's a release for you to go and say, hey, I'm willing to put the energy into it, which is really kind of the big thing, right? For me is, the practice and the hard work and being proactive on what you're trying to do. Same kind of thing as I do at work. Root cause and what you're doing wrong, or trying to solve those kind of problems, and then putting a solution in place and putting the practice in place to make it more of a habit than anything else. The one word to describe my life and my career would be teamwork. I think that's part of really and the reason why I'd say that is because I think we don't get anywhere anymore on your own. You have to be able to work with the groups, work at different organizations, different people within your organization. Even if it's for a short time, trying to figure out how do we resolve anything that we're working on, or how do we get the best out of everybody that's working there and find a way to get our common goal and achieve that. I think my personal inspiration would be my family, in particular my grandfather Steve's and my mom and dad. I think really all they've done is, I lost my grandfather at an early age, but the time I spent with him was very impactful on my life. I think just being the way he was, and I really feel like I've got a lot of his personal traits and personality traits. Seemed to be fairly calm under pressure, was always a hard worker, proactive in what he was doing. And same thing with my parents, kind of the same thing, the work ethic that kind of came from me, and I saw that they're doing, going to work every day, doing whatever, you know, having to do the things necessary to provide for life for us, and kind of really stuck with me as I continue to grow and age and grow older. I think the role that my family played to help me be successful was very clear, that the support that they've given me to go to school, go to pursue my professional dreams, leave home and travel and move around, and always be supportive. Hey, it's okay you got to go where the jobs are, you got to go where the things that you want to do are at, and always being supportive of that versus not, you know, being selfish about, hey, I need you here, and it's really very, very supportive of that activities. And, you know, I also learned that, you know, from my parents and family, that you can be very diverse in your life as well. You can have a lot of good different interests. It doesn't just have to be one or two. You can be diversely interested in several things. I don't have any children, but I have 2 nephews and a niece. Really, that's kind of who I'm hoping to be able to inspire, like I got from my family as well, and provide them the opportunity as well to see, hey, you can do whatever you set your mind to. With you work hard and you do the right things, you should be able to get anything you want out of your life. The lessons I'd pass along to future generations would be, 1, try and be proactive in whatever you do. Always try to anticipate what you want to do and have a plan what you want to do, right? You got to do something that you want to do, something you like. You can't just do what everybody else wants you to do all the time. I think that's very important. That's kind of how I live as well. You know, and always be ready to learn new things and develop your skills. Never stop learning. That'll always help you grow and develop in whatever field or whatever you want to do personally as well. I'd like to be remembered as a hard worker, being proactive, as well being a good person, right? I treated everybody the right way. They treated me the right way, fairly, you know, in business as we could. Ethically, really is what I'd like to be remembered as.